1, 2.
Two.
1 2 1 2. Evening, boys and girls. Mr. Dickinson here on the comms for this Div 4 match between Chopper and Craig Back. I believe I did watch a little bit of this before I was able to get on. I think it's 3-0 Chopper. Perhaps someone can let me know if anyone's been watching from the start, because I've been in and out of this. But I can tell you, in what I think was frame 2, Chopper has played the most outrageous fluke in a frame that it looked pretty much impossible for him to win, as he just goes about these yellers. And this finish just got difficult now. He had black over the pocket, bottom left, as we look at it, and a red tied up right over the black. It looked like there was no way out for him. He's basically leathered it off the black. It's gone. I'm sure it's hit the black. How the black's not gone in, I don't know anyway. He's doubled it. It's gone in the top right-hand pocket. He's got a smirk on his face like a Cheshire cat. And he's proceeded to drop the black in. And I can tell you, Mr. Back was not very amused. Anyway, Chopper lets Craig to the table to open that black up. So we've got a little bit of work to do here. One over the left-hand cushion, Craig's red. This is the obvious problem ball, if you like. 2 at the top, although over the pocket aren't great either. May take the plant on now. I just realised I was looking at the wrong screen when I said that. I was in totally the wrong place, and Chopper's at the table. Probably about to mop up on yellows. So just got to drop this in. He will be on the black. I think this is going to be 4-0 to Chopper. Craig's just put a message in the group chat. Should have watched the last frame. It was unbelievable. We saw it, mate. It was unbelievable. I'm sure somebody the likes of Luke Clinton, who loves a bit of clipping, will maybe crop that one and stick it on Bucket's page, because it was, as you say, it was unbelievable. It was outrageous. But that's Chopper. That's what he does. As I say, I think it's 4-0 to Chop. Chopper not renowned to be the quickest player in this division, but he's getting on with it, to be fair. I think the fact that he's playing Craig will aid the speed of the game. Craig's obviously a very quick player, likes to get on with it, get down, very attacking. I think Chopper may feed off that a bit, especially if he gets his tail up, which it will be, because he's got himself a nice lead at the minute. Must be having issues with the scoreboard, or either that or Chopper not used to winning frames, is forgetting to put them on the board. Anyway, he's got first poke here. Drops the yellow in the middle. He's played that nicely. Now, all these yellows do go if you take them in the right order. The obvious difficult one is the yellow at the bottom of the table. Doesn't go bottom left or right. Does go into the 2 middles. would need to clear balls out of the way in both of those pockets in order to get on it to play it in the middle. Let's see what he does. Could take on the skill shot. It is on. It's not easy. Played it. Good shot. Good hit, Chop. Well, now I think he'll drop this one into the left centre. We'll leave him quite high on the next yellow, or he could take the yellow to bottom right after that. Might not be a bad shout. To leave him on the yellow next to that bottom left, and then the one in the middle of the table last. See what he does. Okay. Right, so chance for Craig to get back in the match, get on the score sheet here, ball in hand. Take this one, then the one to the top right maybe. Oh no, it's coming down. It could go either way. That possibly would have been my last ball there, but absolutely fine this. Ooh. Although he's just potted that into the wrong part of the pocket, and he's showed his frustration a little bit there. Chopper's now got ball in hand. Yeah, and he could have been on this ball a little bit better. Now left himself distance. He's got to cue this one now. Done this one in, and I think it'll be 5-0. Yeah, good shot. Chopper getting himself a decent lead early doors. I think that's 5-0. I don't know if anyone else is watching. I might just be waffling on to myself here. But if anyone is watching and you do know the score, let us know. As I say, I think it's 5-0 to Chopper at the minute. Craig desperately needs to get a frame on the board here. Oh wow, I thought he was going to go dry there. It's an absolute monster break. Not the nicest split. He's opened up all the balls but not landed nicely. And it just, when things aren't going your way, that's what happens. You go into balls like that. Played a good shot to get into him. He's opened everything up and he's landed. Well, in the end, he did have a shot on the yellow and he's nearly made it. But just things don't seem to go your way when your luck's a bit down and out in this game. Well, he's going to have another chance here. I think if that yellow on the left of the table, yeah, he's taking that. If that goes, and he can get back, sort of stun it, maybe nip it back an inch or two just to get on the other yellow. Whereas took the other one. Maybe he wasn't on that. And again, you see, he's been a bit unlucky again. And Chopper now in command of this frame for sure. He's contemplating just bumping this one off, play the double. Almost a free shot. Ooh, he's overrun that one a bit. On that one he's nearest to. Sure he is. He's on. He can obviously take the one at the top if he needs to. Nicely done. Now you would think, yeah, he's just got a bit too much angle to drop this one in at the bottom. I think he might be all right to stay on the red that's kind of black spot-ish. No, he didn't. Too much angle. It's a nice shot. Ooh, he's got to play a shot now. In fact, he's got to play a shot and a half now. Maybe got to screw into the left cushion, play it top right. Get the cue ball back across the right side of the table, maybe. Oh, yes, Chopper. I like it. What a shot that is. Screws it off 3. It's a lovely shot again. Chopper's on fire here. Been a great finish. I think that's 6-0 to Chopper. What a cracking second last red that was. All right, yeah, Craig's confirmed 5-0 Chop, so I think it's 6-0 Chop. Now the thing is, this is where Craig's, and it's hard. You're 6-0 down. Everything's going against you. Your opponent's playing well. He's knocking finishes in. Every time you cannon into balls, it's going wrong, and it's easy to get just disheartened and almost throw the towel in. But it's going to sound crazy. At 6-0 down, you are not done. Not by any stretch. The amount of times these games have a habit of turning on their head. You know, we could be sat here in, I don't know, 8 frames time, and there's not a lot to choose. Craig's got himself back into the game. He's had a couple of nice dishes. He gets his confidence back. I'm saying that his confidence is lost, but clearly his demeanour is tells us he's frustrated. Just needs to get a frame on the board. Meanwhile, Chopper's back in amongst the balls again. Yeah, nice. Can he get up now for that ball, top left? That is his obvious problem ball. I think he has got the angle to just screw up there now through the gap between the reds. Does it even go top right? Not sure it does actually. I'm looking at a very small screen here, so you'll have to excuse me. No, it doesn't. Might just hold back here, Chop, which wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Yeah, this is Chopper holding back. He's screwed up the table. He's landed on the yellow. Oh dear, on the only pocket it goes in. Well, you'd probably bet your mortgage on Chopper clearing these up now. Right, come on in, Craig. knock these in, get a frame on the board, give the old chopper a game. The other thing, of course, that can happen when you see players go behind by a long way is they can let their arm go. They can kind of stop caring a little bit, and that's sometimes a dangerous player. But Chopper's back at the table now. Just got to top this one through. And if he makes it, you fancy him to go 7-0. Yeah. Lovely pot. Pace perfect. Chopper, chopper, chopper. Man possessed. You get another 3 games in tonight, Chopper, at this rate. For the rate this is going to be the shortest match Chopper's ever played in, I think. Another big break from Craig. That's absolutely huge. Popped him for the Reds, and you'd fancy Craig here. You would definitely fancy Craig to knock these in. Wasting no time at all. He's just getting down and potting the balls in. Sometimes isn't a bad thing to do. When you're behind like that, you speed up a little bit. Make a conscious effort to... That's a nice shot. Right, here we go. This looks like Craig getting on the board. He's knocked them in about 40 seconds flat. It wouldn't have been the worst 6-red shootout you've ever seen in your life. So 7-1. There's obviously issues with the scoreboard. In fact, what I should be doing is going into the old racker map. So it might give me the score in there. No, it's not showing the game as live at the minute. But it definitely is live, and it's Chopper to break. And he's potted a red. Is that red gonna... Oh. Fancy yellows here. Oh, Chopper fancied reds, but he hasn't made one. So he's going to let Craig at the table. Now reds definitely are the ball. Now that red's covered the pocket. The only reason I didn't like reds was, if you look in the middle of the table, the red to the right centre, it's just, you just got to get on it. It doesn't go to the right centre. Obviously it goes bottom right, it goes top left from the right angle. Yeah, can you get through to that red over the pocket? It's not, because he's going to cut the red in the middle. Now that's opened the middle up for that red that I was talking about. So that's made it. Oh, well, I was just going to say he doesn't want that red in, the second red in. But he might be alright. Bit unlucky there. Because if he hits that a bit harder, red just pops out. But it doesn't, and he's now got to get back on it. from an angle going down the table, and yeah, now it's tough. He's got a thin cut here. I mean, if he goes, he might just pop it out. Yeah, yeah, quite like that. If he potted, it was never really going to get on his last red, so he's kind of handed the table over to Chopper and left it awkward for him. See, Chopper here, without a doubt, will be looking to play a safety. Yeah, that's a good shot. Ooh, he's just gone past the black there. Left Craig on it. I thought he was gonna snooker him. Well, now he'll drop the yellow to the right centre. Nice little flick there for Craig. Perhaps his luck's turning. Two. So 7-2. See what I mean? If Craig were to win this next frame, it's 7-3. He's still obviously going to be 4 frames behind, but all of a sudden you go from 7-0 and you're thinking, well, I'm down and out, I'm struggling here, to 7-3, and you're thinking, well, actually, if I nick the next frame, and then you win one of the next 2, say, all of a sudden your opponent's then starting thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I was 7-0 up here. He's coming back at me. That's what I'm saying. It's a funny old game. It's never done. Craig there was desperately unlucky not to make a ball. He was absolutely murdered him. Yeah, that's... He's got his colour set, Chopper here, but... I'd argue maybe yellows are slightly the better ball. Well, they definitely are now. I think he just had a look at the plant double. I don't think that goes. I think the yellow's in the way. So, yeah, it's a good shot. Yeah, so is that from Craig. So we might be getting a little tactical one here. Certainly the first 9 frames were pretty much gung-ho, 100 miles an hour. Now we've got a bit more of a tactical one going on. Oh, he's just pushed another red safe. Now yellows have only got the one bad ball. Craig, I think you'll find, will definitely have a pop at these. You want to leave that ball over the centre pocket to play into the other yellow, I think. Has he got the angle to No, I don't think he has. Now he could go into it from the bottom of the table. He's desperate. He's desperate again. Played a good shot there. He got his line absolutely spot on. Maybe if you're being ultra critical, a little bit more pace, but that is being ultra critical. He's played a really good shot there, and he's just not really landed. Definitely count himself unlucky there. Is that Glenn Whittemore standing in the back of the room? Is that you, Glenda? Never away from the place. That's why he's so good. That's one of the reasons why he's so good. I don't know if it is Glenn. Maybe his feet aren't big enough. Oh, I don't know. They are pretty big. Maybe it is. Okay, I think you'll now see Chopper with the safety. He hasn't really got any options, has he? Or can he? Wait. Yeah, I think the shot is hold back here personally. Can play that one to the middle if he jacks the cue up. Sort of gets into it to avoid the double it, the push shot, whatever you want to call it. I think, yeah, I think this is the shot. Pull back. Oh no! Oh, played a clever shot. Ball off ball. It wasn't ball off ball. Beg your pardon. He can in the red. I thought it looked like ball off ball. Chopper, brimming with confidence. Not nice cueing if he takes the one by the 8 ball. If he doesn't take the one by the 8 ball, how does he get back on it? He's kind of almost forced into playing it, is he? Giving it some thought. Oh, what's he left? Nothing easy is the answer. He can drop the yellow in the middle, I think. Just took it long. That's a great pot. And we're certainly going to play the safety here, checking to see if that ball was frozen. Oof, it's a good effort. Oh, that's a wide from Chop. Look where he's put it. So I think if I'm Craig now, I'm kind of letting him have sight of these reds, and I want him to be straight on the red to try and force him, because you've got to obviously hit a cushion in these rules. He's not. He's actually played a very good safety. But I think I'd have almost let him play the red into black, into the other red, and pop the yellow out. But as I say, Craig's played a really good safety shot there. And that is equally as good, if not better, really. Because Chopper is forced to open these balls up now. Of course he's potted it. Of course he's potted it. Come on in, Chop. What have you got now for us, son? Now this, as well as Chopper's playing, would be impressive even by his standards. But the way it's gone, nothing would surprise me, and I'm sure Craig's thinking exactly that. Oh, oh, phew. It's not a million miles away from potting it, and look what he's left backy. Still, if he pots this, yeah, oh, want to give me, it was tough. Craig's seen enough of that frame. And who could blame him again? I mean, when you looks in, I was saying this earlier. It was like when you go back to that second frame where the ball was over the pocket, the black was over the pocket, anyone that saw it. And Chopper's played, honestly, he's played the most unbelievable fluke. I can only call it a fluke because it wasn't anything else. Yeah, and it's kind of gone on from there. Now, I think that was a little longer, that frame. Obviously, I think it's 8-2 Chopper now. Right. Ball in hand for Craig. Right, he's definitely going to go reds here, I think. And I say that not because yellows are terrible, but if you look where the 8 ball is, unless you move them reds, you're playing a double, it doesn't really go anywhere. So, and reds aren't bad at all. Again, Craig's not hanging about. Good shot, and he's got to play another positional shot now because those yellows are clustered literally every which angle you look at. Kind of in the way. Yeah, I like this. Take this long and then don't we just... Can you pick the gap out? Yes, he can. Great shot. Tell you what, if he gets these from 3 balls out, that has been a hell of a clearance. But again, look how unlucky he's been. 1 roll less, he's straight, he drops it in, he drops the black in, or into the next frame. But because of where he's landed, he's had to go all the way around their houses. Oh, do you know what? He deserved to be on that, dead straight. He deserved to be on that. And if he doesn't get that kiss off that last yellow, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he's done nothing wrong there. And I think we all say we've been unlucky a bit too often in this game. But I think he can feel a bit hard done by there. And Chopper now, you feel, will just kind of mop these up. We're doing nothing with the cue ball, really. Maybe could have gone the other way. Took the one over the left, then the top, then this one last. Not that it should be a problem. It should be absolutely fine, but yeah, it's fine. Drop it in. It'll be on the black. 9-2 to chop. And again, that's harsh. That is harsh on Craig. It really is. He can feel hard done by there. But take nothing away from chop. You've still got to get them. I know we will say, oh, they're rollies, they're drop-ins, they're easy, they're this, they're that. You've still got to get them. And in this game, if you go sometimes half a ball turned too far, too short, you're the wrong side of the line, you can very easily get yourself in trouble. Sure, what other games are on tonight? I think I saw maybe Dom Cooney was playing tonight. I think. Let's have a look. If I knew what I was doing with technology, I would definitely be dangerous. As Chopper's off the break. It's a big hit. But he's gone dry. And that's the only thing with these rule sets. Obviously, Craig's hit the break. The cue ball's gone off the table. It's a foul break. Chopper breaks. And kind of this is his reward. He split all the balls open. They've gone flying everywhere, but he hasn't potted a ball. And now his opponent, who's made a foul break the frame before, gets first dibs at, what's an okay chance. But it is what it is. I think all in all, the rule set changes has been, it's been what now, 3 years? Something like that. And it's definitely been for the better. I don't know anyone that would want to go back to world rules that used to play world rules. At the time, we thought they were good. But this rule set, I think, without doubt, has brought a lot of players on. Certainly this sort of level that we're looking at, Div 4, I think players have benefited from not having them two shots. It's far more attacking. You're not covering pockets. You're kind of forced to go for them when the balls are there. It's a lot less negative, and I think that can only be a good thing. And I think a lot of players' games have improved due to the rule set. Now that everyone's got to grips with it, the loss of turn shot and the tactics, and I think the only maybe downside is I think we see all the, you look at your ultimate pool pros and your Callums and top guys playing, and they're taking clearances out from nowhere, and it's finish after finish, and it looks easy, and we all know it's not easy. But I think sometimes we all fall into the trap of going for finishes that aren't there, going for unrealistic clearances, and I think maybe this rule set does that a little bit. But all in all, it's only a good thing. And Craig is definitely in practice mode now. He's kind of past the point of caring, I think. Oh, don't worry, Craig. The way your luck's going, mate, you won't be on that. He's played an unbelievable shot to get into that ball, and he's not on it. He's got to play a double. Not going to get there. Quite. Well, now he's left Craig the angle here to play this top left screw into the black and the red. He's almost guaranteed. Oh, he's just not quite got the line right. I was going to say, if he did manage to get into those balls, he'd almost certainly be guaranteed to be on that yellow that's over the pocket. Although knowing Craig's luck, he'd have cannoned into him, put Chopper's red over the pocket and snookered himself behind the black. That's just the way it's gone. Nice developing shot from Chopper there. Is there any mileage here in just screwing into that yellow, taking the yellow off the table, lost a turn shot? Is he going for the pot? He's going for the pot. He's feeling confident. The reason I quite like the loss of turn shot there was, yes, you'd have been leaving him a thin cut back at the top of the table, but not at the angle where he could have really got into the black and the red. And I think then with Craig with one ball on the table, Chopper with threes, he kind of got the upper hand a bit. But when you're 9-2 up, you're feeling good. You're probably not thinking too much about taking balls off the table. You're thinking, how can I get out and finish, maybe? So now does Craig take the one over the pocket and develop the black? Probably what he'll aim to do. So he would have been left this sort of line with the loss of turn shot before. Now Chopper's got the angle to play the red into the big pocket. No, it boshes the double like it's nothing. Oh, where's he going to go with this one? Well, the way you're playing, Chop, just get down and cut it up the rail. We're flying. Here we go. Craig's going to get a point. He's going to get a point on 3. And as I think Bucket's said many, many times before, the beauty of this 12 is when you do, and we all get nights like this where it's not running for you, and Craig ain't played bad. Really, he's played a lot of cracking shots. Chopper's been the form player. Obviously, that's not in question. But it keeps you something to fight for, and Craig's now got to be thinking it's 9-3. Chopper's still 3 away from getting to his 12 that he needs. Craig's got to get to 6, get you 2 points. And that's where you've got to dig in and stay focused. It's not always easy. This game's frustrating at the best of times. Got it red. Obviously just 2 bad balls of the red and the yellow above the 8 ball. Bottom left cushion. Left side cushion, if you want to call it that. Probably favour yellows, I think. No, he's going reds. I'm not sure if he can pot a yellow easily, to be fair. Yeah, Craig's got a good angle here. Oh, wow. Wow. What have I got to do to get some runs, says Craig. And who we got here? Is that Joe Thorpe? And Lucas Singh. Not seen Lucas play before. Can obviously play a bit. Div 3, these guys. We'll have a little look at that game. Main focus is on Chopper and Craig. 9-3 Chopper, if anyone's just joined us. You've missed some Chopper fireworks along the way, if you have just joined us. And Craig, well, he's definitely taken an anti-run pill or something before he started tonight, because he has had no run at all. As I said earlier, he didn't play bad. Oh wow, we're at that point. Chopper's just bashing balls. So now, I quite like, don't mind getting rid of this first, but I love a lost a turn shot straight after this. And I'm pretty sure that's what Craig's thinking here. Yep, this is a shot, mate. Top it through. I say, go on then, Chop. You have a go with that and you open my yellow up, please. While you're there. Definitely the right shot. But this is Chopper. Not open them all up. Thing is, Craig's probably now going to try and get ball in hand, I think. Leave him over the right side of the table. Yeah. And kind of keep playing that similar sort of shot until he does open it up or until he does get ball in hand. Although Craig will be thinking now, when I get ball in hand, how do I go about sorting that yellow and the 8 ball out? Chopper's played the same shot again. And he's played that very well. I'll tell you what, as he cut off the plant at the top, he can clip it in the middle. Yes, okay though. No, I'm done. Craig's got all his balls out now. And Chopper, he's in a world of pain this frame. This would be a good frame for him to win. See, now I just think, do you kind of throw your cue at it off the cushion, off the red, get it flying around the table a bit? Your 9-3 up, your luck's been in all night. Is there any value in just Oh, Jam Jam Catel's now put up in the group chat for this division that is Chopper's shot that he's just watching it again. It's even more unbelievable when you watch it back. This is from frame 2 where he had the 8 ball over the pocket. I mean, how has he played that red into the 8 ball, not pocketed the 8 ball, but pocketed the red in the opposite corner? Anyway, you can't see that. I can. I'm sure it'll be it's perhaps up on Bucket Promotions. I don't know. I'm sure it will be at some point very soon. If it's not, I'm sure Craig will put it up there. Oh dear. I think Bucket has put it up actually. Yeah. Yeah, Buck's put it up there for all to see. Oh, it's had 538 views as well. Plenty of people have witnessed the spawniness of Chopper tonight. Anyway, it's not been all spawny because he's played exceptionally well. Can't take that away from him. He has been very, very good. As good as I've seen him, I'll be honest. Very impressive. So, Craig, we'll finish these up, you would think. A little stun. Drop. Knock this last yellow in. And it will be 9-4, I believe. Good shot. So, roll this in, 9-4. Keep going now, Craig. Gonna get to 2 points, get the 6 on the board and see what happens. See where Chopper's at when you get to 6. Meanwhile, knowing the speed that Joe plays at, he's definitely one of the quicker players. I'd be surprised, I haven't been really watching at all, but I'd be surprised if that frame's still 0-0. So I'm assuming there's maybe issues with the Racker map this evening and that the scores, for whatever reason, aren't showing up, certainly on the stream. Chopper misses first ball into the middle, so Craig's back at the table. What can he do here? He's got a problem if he goes yellow's top left. That yellow doesn't go to the top left, but it is looks like his only problem ball really. Oh, I think he's all right. I think that yellow's still. No, I don't know. It won't sneak past there. He'll probably have to play a double on that yellow that's just carrying that red over the pocket. Well, I didn't think that went in. Need to either get myself another set of eyes, or that camera angle was very deceiving. Oh yeah, it went in all right. Had to play a draw first, but. Oh no, Craig! Oh man, you've got a feel for the guy. Oh wow, you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. So Craig's only realistic chance, you would think, win the frame is maybe try and get a re-rack. I mean, that he is at a point, if he got the white in the right place, he could maybe play some sort of treble into the middle or have a shot, but he's obviously massive second favourite here. And Chopper, to be fair, hasn't got a lot of work to do, has he? Yeah, I like getting rid of the one over the middle here next. Screw it back. You don't really want to be. Yeah, that's it. You don't really want to be playing the plant if you don't have to. Yo, Chopper. No prizes for short there. See that? When you see that shot, and we all do it time to time, that is a cardinal sin, leaving that ball there. He's got, I can't tell you how much area in the top of the table anywhere past that red to land. And to land there short, he's not good. I mean, his saving grace is obviously where that yellow is for Craig. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. Are you going to try and get a re-rack maybe here? Push this over the black? Yeah, it's the only shot he had, really. I think there's a gap there, isn't there? Again, I'm looking at it on a small screen, but... Oh, yes, bags of room. Bags of room. 10-4. So Chopper 2 frames away from getting the 4 points. Craig 2 frames away, I think. Sure that is the score, 10-4. From getting 2 points. He'll definitely want to get to the 2 points. For those that don't know or don't pay that much attention to all of the divisions, the guys in Division 4 obviously all kind of know, and you probably all look at the table. But Craig High is top of the league at the minute. He has played more games. But yeah, right up there. And dropping, if he drops 3 points, could hurt him quite badly tonight. Still got Jamie Holmes, 100%, 5 from 5. He's flying high. He's the man to beat in that division at the minute. And other than that, it's pretty tight if you look at it. It's pretty tight. It's a good division. It's a competitive division. I think pretty much anyone can beat anyone on their day in that division. Chopper takes the long red and nails it. Yeah, and he's landed nice here. Drop this red in. Give himself a little bit of angle. Definitely can't avoid anyway. Play a bit of check side maybe just to kill the cue ball a bit. Nope, definitely not. No, too much angle there really. Don't think even with check side he could have held to where he needed to be. So it's Craig at the table. Craig's on yellows. 4 balls out in the open. 2 balls not. I'll try and get straight into them. That might have been the plan. Take this one up the round, maybe try and... Oh, went in the middle. Went in the middle. Definitely need to get to the opticians. I thought that was on the rail. He's just on that, I think. I think he's all right. Oh, thought it was Craig's turn for a bit of luck there. I'm sure that 8 ball was heading, certainly if not in, very close to that bottom right pocket. So he give it a slap. Obviously went for the double. Hey, there we go. We've got some scores up. It is indeed 10-4. It's 1-1 Joe Thorpe, Lucas Singh. Over on the other table. Meanwhile, back on the commentary match, Chopper looks like going to go into a commanding 11-4 lead. What will he do? Will he choose to take that red in the middle of the table long, or to the middle? He's taking it long. Ooh, he's just got the wrong side of it. But Chop tonight has played a couple of cracking shots like this where he's need to spin it around the table, and don't be surprised if you don't land on this. What he sort of did. 10-5. I'm just going for a quick gypsies. I'll be back in a minute, and we'll see the conclusion of this game. I'm back, and here's Craig back on Reds. They've all got a pocket. Well, they've definitely got a little pocket now, but as the 8-ball got a bit awkward. Does it go? Bottom left. I wasn't looking there, but I'm sure a red ball flew off the table, yeah. Yeah, I think you spot this as close to the black spot as you can. The black spot looks like it's occupying its own spot, if that makes sense. So I think you place it below as close as you can, in line with the vertical line that you use to rat the balls, if that makes sense. Maybe a red didn't fly off the table, maybe. I'm absolutely seeing things. Chopper, ball in hand on yellows. He'll be looking to get this wrapped up now as quickly as possible. You won't want Craig to get another 2-3 frames. And give him a sniff. See, he could. If he drops this one down the rail, he could play the yellow below the black. Pop it out. Get that ball out. Leave Craig snookered, stuck on the black. With no nice shot at all. As long as he pushes the yellow that he's playing, if he plays that shot. I mean, certainly Chopper's normal game, you'd see him play that shot that I've just suggested, I think. It's just that yellow. He's pumped it up the rail. Good shot. See, that yellow must go to the bottom right. On the screen I'm looking at, it looks incredibly tight. Oh, absolutely fluid. Did look tight. I've got another screen on as well in front of me, which is running a little bit behind, and it looks tight on that as well. Left the Barney rubble. Wow. See, now this is what I was saying earlier. It's never done until it's done. Craig now is going to drop these 3 balls in, almost certainly. It's 10-6. It's too many, does that. And all of a sudden, played the greatest of first shots. Needed to get low, anywhere past the line on this red. And he was good. This is what I was saying earlier. You've only got to get a fraction out the wrong side of the line. And especially when you're down to a couple of balls, and this game becomes very difficult. Yeah, don't blame him at all for pulling back as he left it. I think he might have left this, you know. In fact, I'm sure he's left it. That's a great pot. See, and that could have been, that's a big frame, that. 11-5, 10-6. At 10-6, Craig's got his second point on the board. He's then, all right, he's still 4 behind Chop, and Chop only needs 2 to win the match. But all of a sudden, both players are starting to think, oh, hang on a minute. Craig wins the next frame. It's 10-7. He's only 3 back. And remember, he was 7-0 down at one point, Pretty sure it was 7-0. Certainly 6. I think it was 7. It just shows you this game is never done until it's done. So, massive frame, this one. Craig needs it to obviously get to 2 points. Chopper needs it for the match. Chopper's break. Oh. And this is a very, very good chance. Opting for the yellows, which I think were definitely the better ball. Although reds weren't and aren't terrible, and of course as Craig pots the balls, the reds become easier and easier as he gets through his own finish. Yeah, that's a nice shot. That's a nice shot, because now all he's got to do is drop this in, leave himself straight to the yellow to bottom right, pop that through, yellow to the middle, top that through, yellow on the rail. Oh, he's taking the other ball. Wow. Unless, maybe he wasn't on that yellow ball, because I guarantee, no, maybe he wasn't. I'm just looking at the other screen now. And maybe, no, he wasn't. He wasn't. My bad. Because they were definitely all there if he was. I thought he'd played a really good shot and landed, but he hadn't. But he's left nothing nice for Chop. Oh, nice. That little, just that double kiss there has helped Chopper no end. Will you see Craig clip off the yellow? The thing is, if he does just clip off the yellow and leave him behind the red that's on the rail, he can play that red up the rail off the red in the middle. Yeah, nicely done. I'll tell you what, he's missed a couple of balls tonight, Chopper, but he hasn't missed a lot. And his long potting's been very good. Does that yellow? Bottom left. Red past the yellow, bottom left. I think it probably does. In which case, this match might be over. Ooh. Then we're just screwing that back 3 or 4 inches there, if that, assuming that red does go, which I think it does. Yeah, it does. He's playing it. Play a delicate little one here. Just got to nip into it, get into the ball, but yeah, he's hit that bit hard. Tough shots, those, because you want to get your cue for it. You don't want to decel on it. But you've got to nip into the ball just to get that bite on the cue ball. And they are tough shots to play. But still on the plant. Where's the cue ball going to be? And is he going to make the plant? Well, he has made the plant. He's landed favourably. Drop this in. Oh, I'll tell you what. When your luck's in, your luck's in. That cue ball, for all the world, looked like it was going in the middle pocket. If it didn't, it looked like it was certainly going to stop short and he'd be snookered on his last red. Instead, guess what? It flicks the jaw, goes past the yellow, he's on his last red, drops his red in. Oh, and he's missed the black. It did look a bit tight. Yeah, just looked at it again on the bigger screen, the replay, if you like, and it was tight. I think it did go, but I was having this conversation. I had a similar shot the other day with Martin Hatton, and it's you focus on the ball that's there, like the yellow was there. It's playing big, you know it's in the way, you know you've got a tight pocket, and your focus is there, and it's makes the shot so much more difficult. Anyway, what it means is Craig is almost certainly now going to get his 2 points. Yeah, played that nicely. So 11-6. Well done, Craig. Got your 2 points. So now it's all about how many frames can Craig win in a row to stop Chopper, or before Chopper gets to the finishing line. All he can do is frame by frame, just keep playing, play this frame, try and win this frame, and you just keep going, see what happens. Monster break. He's on a... Well, they're both nice. I think reds are the pick here, actually. Sort of drawn to yellows, but it's not. I think reds are definitely the ball here. Yeah, these could be gone in about 30 seconds. Oh, just hit the jaw. Just hit the jaw. He's just trying to pinch the pocket there, just to get the cue ball to be in position for his next ball. Yeah, that's all it is, I think. Just tried to pinch the pocket and... Hello. What's going on here then? Oh, he's potted the white as well. I was focused on the red that he missed. So Chopper, chance, close the match out. Can he play? Is it possible to play the yellow off the red in that middle pocket? Just to open it up for that other... Yeah, that's what he's tried to do. It did look like it was sitting a little bit low in terms of that ball was kind of frozen to the cushion or on the cushion, so it was never a guarantee. Yeah, maybe just hit it a little bit full ball, if that makes sense. Craig's got another chance. He's a good positional shot here. Missed the pot. He hasn't left a lot. Free ball plant, yellow off the red. What he's looking at. Cue ball's going in the right direction anyway, if he does play. Although I think he's got to play it quite thin to make that happen. Meanwhile, Lucas seeing 4-2 up on Joe Thorpe on the other table. I think Joe, from memory, I think he's flying quite high. Probably a lot of people's one of the favourites in that division to do well. He is doing quite well from memory. Sure he is. Just doubles a nice red. Well, I think you might see Chopper play this Or is he going to try and play the loss of turn shot? No. I thought he might just play the snooker there and clip off the yellow. I'd be leaving it tied up still, but maybe he's tried to, maybe he's tried to just get the ball out a bit, maybe, just so it goes and lead Crave, not a lot. See now does he pop the yellow over the bag, come back and then play the loss of turn shot, get rid of that red, because the other red's pretty much knackered at the top of the table, close to that top cushion. No, he's seen it differently. Absolutely nutted it in. I still think percentage-wise, this is the play. Pot the yellow over the bag, get the cue ball back over here. Or you could even play it now while there's a big pocket, in fact. Play the yellow now into the red, pot the red. You're not leaving him anything, really. You'd have to play a chopper-like fluke. It's almost like he's... Okay, I mean, you're giving him half a chance there. Now you'll see him play the loss of turn shot. Sure. Yeah. And that is probably going to be that unless Craig can fluke this ball. Well, give him Chop a little bit of work to do in the sense that he's left one on the... Push one of his yellows on the cushion. But the way Chopper's playing, I don't see this being an issue. Which way will he go? Yeah, I'll possibly take the one on the rail, just leave yourself an angle and then try and get on that sort of line where you are now. He's very straight there, which obviously means you're never going to miss the pot. Yeah, he's fine, actually, yeah. He's fine. Played it well. Oof. It'd almost been... I think he was trying to hold for it, and the top right, it'd almost been better off sort of topping it through and targeting the cue ball at that red or somewhere there. Yeah, of course. Finishes with a double. 12-6 chopper. Okay, guys, that's me done. Don't know if anybody bothered to listen to my drivel. And I'll maybe come back for a bit more Div 4 action on another evening, if you're really lucky. Anyway, over and out.